Good evening, welcome. That's enough of that pumping hop-up music. Tuned by Digital Math, apparently, or Digital Moth. My apologies. I use Pretzel. I never said this, but Pretzel for all my license-free or copyright-free or whatever it is called music. Some nice tunes on there. I recommend it. Pretzel.rocks, I believe, is the website. Anyway. Enough of that nonsense. AMS2CC Shakedown number 2 in 1.6 of AMS2. We've got some wet weather gloriousness tonight with the Honda P3 at Ibarra. We're just about to go to quali, so let's roll those intros and get out on track. Right, are we all good to go quali? Sit, quali is live. Good luck, everybody. I note that it is full rain, but the track at the moment is just damp. He's going to try and get a sneaky slick set in.
I don't think it's good for slicks now. Better good luck, Jay.
Oh yeah, it's getting pretty wet pretty quick.
Yeah, it's very sleepy.
Hello, Mr. Rob in the old YouTube chat. Just kept it out of the barrier. Grass is quite slippery, guys, just so you know. A number of times I've done that in wet practice. So easy to spin it out. On that corner in particular, you go for the throttle and it lights up the rear tyres and out you go, so I need to shift earlier to help control the power. Yeah, it definitely feels a lot better, more controllable in 1.6. And the way the track rubbers up or gets wet or gets dry, I believe is much better, but tonight's race will definitely give us a big hint to that as or not. We've got 4 weather slots in 45 minutes, but just a normal time multiplier, so it should be fairly realistic in terms of how quick it gets dry or not. So Mr. Busata for being in your way.
Slicks are drivable, by the way.
I just had a fatal crash.
Yeah, I've been using slick since the start, and these are on the white runners. I'm catching up with them. Hand over first.
Track is still just showing as damp. Everybody's going back to pits to put on slicks.
Definitely, the grip's definitely there. You just have to watch the acceleration a little bit. Train monkey, I'm guessing you're on wets.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely slicks have still got a lot of grip, haven't they?
Sorry, game crashed.
Always hop on as quick as you can, Monkey. You should be able to still, you might even get a lap in if you're lucky. Yeah, with the weather moving to clear as well, it's only going to get drier, isn't it? Thank you, Raptor.
Thank you.
Just realised I'm out with race fuel. Never mind. Fighting the car in the last corner, who made it through with another couple of tenths advantage. Big gap there between me and Loz Archer ahead, near half a second. The lead 5. Felt like a better final corner. Another couple of tenths. Well, still really gaining any positions. Just inside the top 10 at the moment.
Research.
No problem.
Apparently the in-car or cockpit look-back camera is broken. The helmet look-back is okay, but the cockpit look-back is broken, Rob. I'm going to try and remember to report it. I don't know who does cameras. Is it Norbs that does cameras?
I'm gonna need 2 minutes.
Yeah, we'll have a breather. Oh, we're not going to be quicker, so practice a pit entry. 11th. Well done, everybody. JK, nice lap, sir. PM joining up there on the front row. Loz and Franco making up the second row. Well done, guys. SSR, MVRC, that statue minimus. Third row. Well done, everybody. Race is wet as anything. We're going to have a bit of a breather, guys. It is 9 minutes past the hour. At least one of you wanted a couple of minutes. Anybody else wanting to go AFK?
Yeah, I'll be back in a sec while we're out.
I'm also going for a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed as well.
Okay, we'll aim for about 13 minutes past. That'll be at least 2 to 3 full minutes. 13 minutes.
Sure.
Okay, be right back. Just getting a drink.
Yeah, I hope I didn't crash into anyone. Screen went all blank.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, it is pretty moist out there. It was in the Shakedown number 1. I'm just going to see if I can see if the track is preset to be wet in this session as well. Give me a second.
Right, I'm back.
So we know the track is progressing in this session, so given the quali ended dry, I don't know what it's going to do. But the weather-wise, we just had rain followed by overcast followed by clear by clear. That was in a 15-minute window. Now we've got rain followed by light rain followed by clear by clear. So yes, it's a tricky one. But it's a much longer race, because obviously the race is longer, so it's 3 times longer than quali. So whether slicks will work straight away or not, I don't know. I would think not, but who knows? That's what we're going to find out.
Yeah,
I'm back.
Nice one. We'll just give it another minute because, well, we'll get till my clock ticks over to 13 because that's what I said, and then we'll go.
this will be my first time doing a standing start with a dual clutch setup. Might go poorly.
Oh, nice. Visibility, at least in Shakedown number 1, was terrible, absolutely terrible. You literally were following the taillights of the guy in front and praying that they didn't go off. You couldn't see the turning, you couldn't see anything. So, due care and attention, do your best, guys. It's going to be difficult.
Gotta survive the first 10 minutes before the spray becomes lesser.
Yeah, I mean, you're all right if you're leading a pack, but if you're if you're in the pack, then honestly, well, pulling offline when you can gives you a little bit of visibility, but yeah, it ain't easy. Right, we've gone to 13. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Final recommendations. Yeah, I wouldn't go below 75 on your radiator. I didn't make it with a 65 radiator in the Shakedown number 1. So be careful of that.
Back just in time.
You said 33 liters, right? Yeah.
Say again.
How much fuel was it? 33?
I think 33 or 34 will be fine. Take 34 to be safer. Then you can always look at what you had at the end and use that for the main event. Make sure you double check your fuel and the tyres are actually what you want them to be, and your radiator. As I say, I'm going to run 80 because at 65 I didn't make it. As soon as the sun came out, I was dead in the previous Shakedown.
I'm really debating to go with slicks or wet.
Well, the tracker's just changed to wet from damp, so it is now full of wet. I wouldn't. You can give it slicks if you want, but in quali it was at worst damp, and then it went to moist. So yeah, I'm going with slicks. Sorry, with slicks. I'm going with wet.
Slicks, you man.
No, I'm going with wet.
I think it's gonna be more wet.
What happened to Noodle?
Yeah, I'm debating on the fact that the track, when you have that many cars, it dries up really, really quick.
Actually, guys, have you heard of the new meta for wet driving in 1.6? Where you set your brake balance to 60 to the rear?
Oh yeah, that'll definitely work.
That'll work.
20 seconds, guys. 20 seconds. Take it easy, guys. We all want to have a decent shakedown, don't we? So yeah, take it easy. It's going to be difficult. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Who hasn't read it up? Erwin. Here we go. Well done, guys. Sprays much less in 1.6. This was no visibility first time round.
And my tires are hot from the start. That's also something new.
I don't know who I nearly drifted wide on the previous corner. Whoever it was, I was struggling to slow down.
Predicting, I'd say.
Yeah, visibility is a lot better than it was in the first Shakedown.
Yeah, they didn't implement the spray textures from the beta.
Nicely done, Nessie.
Cheers.
Visibility is getting worse, I think, as it gets wetter. That's interesting. Or maybe depends who you're following.
No, it's definitely getting worse. Not as bad though.
Sorry, Minimus. Sorry again, Minimus.
It's okay.
I'm trying not to tap you.
I'm really slow here in wet.
No, you're doing the right thing. You're not doing anything wrong.
Sorry. I wasn't expecting the brakes quite so early, sorry about that.
I'd say how the track is getting wet is very realistic at the moment. The spray is increasing. This is a really good experience, to be honest. It feels like it's doing what it should do. Absolutely critical not to overdrive in the wet.
Wait, I got an early. Oh, that's a bummer.
Running a very low radiator, Franco? Or
75.
shifting aggressively? What one, sorry?
75.
Yeah. Sorry, Tom. Trying to avoid you.
Just watch out, anybody, if I'm going slow. Oh, it's just gone.
Unlucky, Franco.
Yeah, 75 was not it.
I'm running at 80 and I'm bordering 120 on the oil, and I know that you start to get damage above 120, so it's definitely borderline.
Well, catch you next one, boys.
Spin final corner on the outside, safe. Careful, I've spun. I'm in the middle of the track. Careful, 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 careful. Safe. I've got a coolant leak in that spin as well, so maybe it's the spin that did it, and I'm running at 80. Pitting, pitting, pitting. Early stop and do some damage repair. Don't know why we got that radiator leak then. I'm only 80 radiator. It'll be interesting to see what other people get. Maybe I'm too aggressive on the shift. Maybe it was the spin. I think it was the spin and the high temperatures maybe. Oh, that's disappointing.
Nearly watched from there watching Tom go up over the back.
If you do spin, be very careful. I mean, I spun very briefly, hardly had the limit revs high during the spin, but they were a little bit high, and instantly got a coolant leak, so be careful to get off the throttle if you spin. Alright, let's see what slicks do. Not terrible. Stayed slicks are fast at the 30-minute mark.
Sorry.
All good.
Everybody's staying out far too long. Slicks are definitely quicker than they've been for a few laps now. Oh, sorry for the contact. I'm on slicks. I'm about 4 seconds quicker a lap than you. Sorry for coming through, even though I'm a lap down. I think that was Minimus. Sorry, Minimus. No, the extra damage repair I think has ruined it for us. Certainly in the main event though, we'll be pitting early, around the 30-minute mark, if not before. It was obvious we were instantly quicker. Came out behind Tom, who I'd been lapping with early on, and instantly was just quicker. The grip was there. Take the inside, take the inside.
Cheers.
Definitely, the engine's running hot. What sort of oil temps are people getting?
119 at the moment.
120.
Do you know?
120
you know what
now.
League.
You know what radiators you guys are running?
Just standard 80.
Yeah, I'm
54.
I'm 123 on 80.
Yeah, my engine is blown too. That is disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, I've already repaired a water leak once, and I've been early shifting to avoid another one. So lots of radiator is the order of the day. I think I'm running at 80, and yeah, I'm pushing low 120s.
Mine's kicking a lot of smoke out the back. I blew the engine before I got to the pits. That does seem to be different from 1.5. Engine's definitely running hotter. I'm picking up damage. Need to be running 85, 90, even more radiator here. This corner, P3, this corner.
Thanks, Jay.
No worries, man. So I'm P9 mainly due to attrition. I think everybody's DNFing due to engine failure. I mean, I warned people to use a lot of radiator, but I think that is definitely a change between 1.5 and 1.6. Definitely hot. Maybe that's just a change in how air temperatures and stuff are done for the date. That could be more likely than a change to how the engine heats up or anything, or the cooling ability. Interesting to go see what my engine temp reached as I did that spin and then turned it round on the grass. I suspect I hit 125 or something like that.
This Raptor here, I don't see a relative, so if you are about to let me, just give me a warning, please.
Pete, what's your rear wing?
Two or three.
Ah, well, explain it.
Two laps left. Side racer had engine failure there as well. .2 left with a lap down, so 3.2 litres too much. So we've got 2 litres of fuel too much, I think. Stay in voice if you could, guys, so I can ask a few questions when everyone's finished. No, I think we spent like, I think. Thank you guys. So I ran an engine of radiator of 80. I had a spin. I need to watch my replay, but I think during the spin I must have hit a higher temperature on the engine and immediately got a coolant leak. But for the rest of the race, I was watching it and early shifting and staying in 6th gear or 5th gear or whatever when I'd normally downshift a gear, trying to keep it in the low 120s rather than 125-ish. Can I ask what you guys were running? I mean, feel free to not share it if it's a team secret, but yeah, 85.
85 and only 2 engine damage.
So I did 11 or 12 at the end there, and I did repair it halfway through. 75, who was that, sorry?
Yeah, 75.
And you did you
And
DNF?
I'm just wondering if you take more hit in your times by trying to use lower gears, or then just open the radiator more.
Oh yeah, it was obviously too late to change it, but yeah, definitely that's what I'm trying to establish. I know obviously it's an advantage to have done the test and you've put the hard work in, but also I don't want half the field DNFing because of a radiator setting, and that's no fun for anybody. So
what radiator? Like when were you shifting? Were you shifting off the steering wheel on the screen or off the dial at the side?
Off the dial at the side. I don't think it was particularly aggressive.
If you look at the revs on the steering wheel and the revs on the side, they don't match.
Oh, okay.
So I would shift on the steering wheel rather than on the speedo at the side here.
Okay, I'll have a look at that on the replay.
I mean, obviously my times aren't like JK's and Pete's, but I mean, I ended up with running 80, and I got 4 engine damage. But I think I know what that's from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was running 80 as well, 3 engine damage. But I did notice quite early on the lights on the steering wheel completely different to the actual dial. So I just go off the lights on the actual car.
Yeah. So it looks like a lot of us are late shifting maybe for what we should be doing. But certainly, I mean, I think it's a combination of lots of things, like it's a high altitude track, so there's less air density, so there's less cooling, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, that will be the advice given out, is to shift according to the wheel, take at least 80 radiator, if not more, and if you do spin, watch your engine temperatures, because...
Don't rev it. If you do spin, or you lose the rear end, and you know that you're going to lose the rear completely, just take your foot off the accelerator, because you will spin the wheels up and you will burn the engine out.
Yeah, I mean, go on, yeah.
Was it same thing in the previous Shakedown?
Previous Shakedown I ran 65 and I did get engine failure with about 20 minutes to go, but that was as soon as the sun came out, so I'd gone significantly below the default because all my testing has been in cloud and all the rest of it. But I do know that G-Bear, he ran the Shakedown with 75 and no issues. That's why I was in voice saying, 75 should be fine, sort of thing. But yeah, again, it depends on how G-Bear was shifting as well.
I was running a long practice with 75, no problems. So it felt like, and it started quite early for me here. Like
if you're following,
in the race, it was.
As soon as you're following,
was worse.
Yeah, when I noticed when the leaders came past me, because I had to go and repair damage, I lost about a minute in the pits. But when the leaders went to repair damage, when the leaders came past me and I let them through until they were like a second and a half ahead, I was pushing getting to the mid 120s, and I was like, I'm gonna have to back off just to get some air in the radiator. So, but I think that, as I say, cheers for the tips to go by the steering wheel. That'll be the advice I'm giving, and I should be recommending at least a radiator of 80, and to be very careful with your shift point. People sort of agree on that. I know some of you fast guys have been running 80 with no issues, but yeah.
I was on 80, but I was above 120 and I wasn't happy. I'd definitely put it higher than 80.
I could get in the twisty bits, it was down to 118, but on towards the end of the straights, even with kind of, just being in 6th gear for most of it in blah blah blah, I was pushing 122, and if I was following somebody, we were getting to 23, 24, and that's when I could see the odd little tick going on my engine damage.
When you do get a hot engine, or hot oil rather, do you actually lose performance, or does the performance stay the same until you get the coolant leak?
I don't know about whether you lose performance or not, but
yeah. So what my question is like, does opening it up, will you get more performance anyway, even if you did by opening it up rather than
by running cooler more, rather than running it too hot?
Having a cooler engine, yeah.
I honestly don't
higher
know.
altitude.
Yeah,
think
I mean, I'd
running
say
it higher would be better.
me personally, I shall be running at least 85 to be honest. Because you can't. I'm going for the earlier shift. I think I want to. You can't win if you don't finish, can you? And my pit stop took me well over minute 20 something like that with the repair, and I was one of the lucky ones that managed to get to the pits. Not everybody did.
I mean, if you are behind somebody as well, I mean, down the straight and you're running high, it might be worth just pulling out to try and get some fresh air on as well.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you guys for all that feedback. Appreciate you sharing the info. I'll put something up about that to make sure people don't run low radiator. But I enjoyed that. It was much better than 1.5. The visibility was good. I really liked how the wetness increased and the visibility got worse, but by then we'd split up a little bit. And then the light rain came out, and there was definitely a drying line. I liked how the slicks performed as well. They were really good. So I really enjoyed that, apart from the flipping engine damage.
Yeah,
What did other people think?
Yeah, I mean, the rain was completely different to 1.5.
Yeah, definitely.
Wet,
But
I mean, the wet weather, like driving in it. I mean, I was picking up places in the wet quite easily.
Yeah.
Rapidness you were.
Yeah, I don't know where I was finding it, but I was finding it, so hopefully I can do it on Wednesday as well.
Yeah, good job.
What if you turn down the particle amount in video settings? Will it make less of
well, I haven't changed mine between
problems?
Yeah, I haven't changed mine between 1.5 and 1.6, and I definitely noticed the visibility got worse as the amount of wetness got more. But obviously we'd split up a little bit by then, so I hadn't changed my visibility settings. In 1.5 it was terrible. You literally couldn't see. So I'd say this is a lot better. But I do believe they've added a thing where when you're in multiplayer, if you turn particle effects to off or whatever, there's a little kind of secret kind of I've got great visibility. It doesn't work. I think the minimum you can do in multiplayer is low. I believe there's, if you look at the release notes, that's what they did to stop people kind of getting around this crap visibility by turning off particle effect. But I felt it was a lot better with this. Anyway, cheers guys for your time and your energy. I'll put something up about making sure you're shifting by the wheel and the radiator at least 80, and then hopefully we get. I sensed that at least half. I don't know how many we had. We had close to 20, and we only had 11 finish, something like that. So most people I think had engine failure.
Thank you.
No worries, guys. See you on Wednesday. Don't forget, I'll be doing the driver to service. It's really exciting. I'll be doing that tomorrow if you want to tune in. It's not that exciting. Yeah, see you on Wednesday. It should be a good one. And I think Roy's just finalised the details for the final round. So that's going to be GT1 McLaren at Spa, I believe, is what we're running. 58-minute race, 20 day-night cycle, wet and dry and all that sort of loveliness. So we get all this kind of thing again, but in a GT1 car. In case that scares you, it scares me. Anyway, cheers guys, enjoy the rest of the evening. And thank you guys for tuning in. I do appreciate it. We're going to end the stream there. We learned a few things, but I think they're going to be useful. Thank you very much. Good night.